welcome to SOS Mentor, and thank you for volunteering your time to be a mentor in our Shape Up program. The time you spend with these students is going to make a lifelong impact on their health and their exercise habits, and not only for them, but for their family and friends and everyone else they talked about this program. So thank you so much. We are preparing this short video for you just to kind of give you an overview of what it is to be a good mentor, and then we're going to briefly walk you through the Shape Up program to give you an idea of what to expect. Okay, so being a good mentor means committing to all 5 workshops. So you're serving as a role model to these students, so we want to show that when you commit to something, you really follow through. So by attending all 5 workshops, that just sets a good example to them. It's also important that you dress appropriately. You don't have to come in, business attire, but it's important that you don't have any see-through shirts or low-cut tops, no baggy pants. Try not to wear clothes that maybe advertise for something unhealthy or an unhealthy activity, anything like that. It's also important that you show up on time. As you'll see when I briefly walk through the workshop, the first section of the workshop is going to be all about you as the mentor, so we want to make sure you're there on time. This also sets a really good example to the students, the importance of being on time to things you commit to. Try not to do any texting or emailing. Try not to be on your phone at all during the workshops. This also sets a good example for the students. And lastly, it's an introductory course to nutrition for the students, so if you could try to avoid talking about any extreme diets or promoting any extreme diets, because we really in this program just want to give them a well-rounded view of nutrition. So a mentor should always keep promises. You should treat the mentees with respect and try to foster critical thinking in them, foster personal responsibility. You want to be consistent with the information that you give them. And it also is always good to expect the best of them. Anything they tell you, try to keep it confidential if it seems sensitive. And also if at any point you feel you need some help or guidance or support, feel free to ask. Some examples of good mentor qualities include being a good listener, being accepting, being a good role model, being empathetic, seeing solutions instead of barriers and helping them see the positive sides of things. Just being a good coach and a good cheerleader, and being non-judgmental is always good. At your orientation for the Shape Up program, you're going to receive this mentor manual. This is yours to keep, so feel free to put your name on it, and then throughout the program you can write whatever notes you want inside of it. And prior to each workshop, make sure you read through the entire section for that workshop. For example, for workshop 1, it's called Plate Power and Beneficial Breakfast. Make sure you read through it so you're going to know the flow of the workshop and all the information that's going to be given. So when students ask you questions, you know how to answer them. So once you come to the first workshop, you're going to be placed with a couple of high school students, placed at a table with them. And the first 10 minutes is going to be the pre-workshop connection with mentors. So what this means is, in the mentor manual, there's a couple of questions that you can use to initiate conversation with the students, and this is really your time to get to know the students. And throughout the workshop, every week they're going to have to fill out a food and activity journal. So you can also use that time to look over their journals, see if there's any common trends among all the journals. You can initiate discussions about those as well. The next 10 minutes, the teacher is going to go over that day's lesson, and at the end of the lesson, she's going to ask the students questions, and when the students answer the questions, they'll get a raffle ticket. So you can encourage the students at your table to try to answer so that they can win prizes. The next thing you're going to do is the activity for that workshop. Sometimes there's 1, there could be as many as 3, it depends on the workshop. So, for example, in workshop 1, the activity is food bingo. So there's 3 pages in your mentor manual for food bingo. This is the food bingo card. And then on the next page, there's the food bingo words. So the students are going to take all the words that are bolded and underlined and put those into the boxes. They want to do it randomly so that not all the cards look the same. And then once the students are done filling in their card, the teacher is going to go through all the clues. So for instance, a food from the dairy group, the answer is going to be yogurt. So then the students are going to put, each table is going to have a Dixie cup with kidney beans in them, and they'll put the bean on that square on their card. So that'll be the food bingo game. And then each workshop has different activities. So you're just there to really help the students with the activity, answer any questions they have, encourage them to do a good job. And then the last 10 minutes of the workshop are going to be the post-workshop connection with your mentor. So this is where you're going to use questions in your mentor manual to initiate conversation with them, kind of go over what they learned for the day. And the really important part of this section is to encourage them to make some SMART goals for the week. So these are goals that can be attainable, something easy that they could most likely do. So something like, I'm going to eat 2 servings of vegetables every day, or maybe 3 days a week, something that's attainable for them. The last thing is the students will have a raffle to award them for their participation in the workshop. And once the students are excused, then all of the mentors are going to get together with the teacher, and you'll just kind of discuss, how the workshop went, if any concerns were raised during your pre or post mentor connections, anything like that. So those usually go really quick, and then we do a short raffle for you as well. And that's it. Thank you so much again for committing your time to SOS Mentor and for the students in the program, and we look forward to working with you.